Hey guys! So, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this video. Oh my gosh. Okay, little backstory. Um, for those of you who don't know, ever since I was 10 years old, I have wanted this exact doll. And I never, ever, ever thought I was going to be anywhere near this doll. Um, when I was 10, that's when I really started realizing how cool of a character Chibiusa really is. I'd been watching Sailor Moon since 95 when it was on syndicated stations and I was like 8. And I first saw Chibiusa as Rini in the edited Deke dub, I want to say about 96. Yeah, it had to have been about summer of 96 because that's when my local station picked it up. And at first I was like, who the heck is this Rini kid and why is she so mean? And then, like, once they got the quote unquote lost episodes of Sailor Moon R in 98, I started realizing, you know what? This is actually a cool character. She's got a lot more going on than just acting like a bratty kid. She's actually not a brat at all. By that time, I had started seeing clips on a website through America Online. They used to have a shareware part of the website where people used to upload video clips in AVI and MPEG format. This was back when you could do that and we didn't have copyright Nazis. It was the Wild West of the internet. And I would watch these clips of Chibiusa as Sailor Chibi Moon, and I remember thinking, hey, she's actually really cool. She's got these cool powers. She's, not like her mom. She's got her own thing going on. And then I started reading the manga, and I was like, holy crap, she's got a lot more superpowers. Why weren't we getting this? And then when I was 10, I started researching Sailor Moon dolls, and completely by happenstance, I found this doll online, and I instantly just became so enamored with her. Because, for starters, although we see here, she's supposed to be like Chibi, Sailor Chibi Moon. You look at her hair, and it's more like when she's an adult. It's more like the hair she has when Pala Pala makes her an adult in the manga, and a little bit like when we see her in her teen mode in Super S. And it's like a little bit of a throwback to her form as Black Lady, or Wicked Lady, if you follow the Deke dub. And I just thought it was so cool. And over the years, I would see pictures of her, and I was just so enamored. I mean, look at this costume. This sparkling, amazing, beautiful costume. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen before, and I wanted this doll so bad. And I never thought I would ever see her. And fast forward to a couple weeks ago, my family friend, STACY, who is very close friends with my husband and I, she surprised me. She was like, hey, guess what I found on eBay? And she FedExed this to me. And I cried when I first got her. I just held the box, and you've probably seen my selfies all over my Codename Sailor Earth page. I'm like holding this box, I'm cheering with her. I just couldn't let go. I love her so much. And I'm so grateful that Stacy Sparkles, thank you so much. Thank you. She so surprised me when she did this. She's been an amazing, amazing friend too. Like, one of my favorite things when I've got downtime is to just give her a call and say hey. And we do video chats too. And she's just been this amazing friend. And I never expected anything like this. But she asked me if I would do an unboxing because she discovered, and this should tell you how much I was paying attention, because I didn't even pay attention to this important part, where it clearly says talking. I wasn't paying attention. I was so enamored with this that Stacy pointed out to me that it looks as though she takes batteries, which means this isn't just a Super Sailor Chibi Moon. This is a talking Super Sailor Chibi Moon, which means she's got even more history going on than what meets the eye. So before we get to the unboxing, let me see, is this one of those boxes? Okay, so it doesn't really show you much on the back of the box. But here's the thing. When Sailor Moon Super S debuted in Japan in 1995, this girl was part of a very special limited line of dolls that not only talk, but there's an interactive quality to them. If you collected and I have no idea where you would find these at this point, but if you collected like the Collide Moon Scope, the Inner's Transformation Pen from Super S, and I think one other item, the Crystal Carillion, that was the other item. If you pushed a button on them, they would actually interact with some of the talking dolls. To the best of my knowledge, they released a talking version of Super Sailor Moon, Super Sailor Chibi Moon, that's her, Sailor Mercury, Super Mercury, Mars, Super Mars, Venus, Super Venus, and Jupiter, Super Jupiter. So, let's see, 4 plus 4, so there's about 10 dolls in all that have this talking/interactive feature. And from what I saw on YouTube, because somebody was kind enough to upload some of the old Super S commercials, apparently it was through infrared sensors. I'm not clear on how that would have happened. If anybody can correct me, update me, educate me, I am super open to the comments because I would love to learn more about this. But if that's the case, my God, that is ahead of the time. I mean, Chibiusa's story is that she comes to us from the future. She's from the 30th century. She really means it if she's got all this going on. That is futuristic. So before we open the box, and yeah, I'm definitely keeping this box because, my God, look at how beautiful that is. Let's take a look at the box itself. So there was an event sticker at some point. I guess my kanji is really awful, so I do apologize. I'm guessing this was part of a promotion at some point. Not clear on the details. Would love somebody to, correct me. She takes LR44 batteries, which are also known as AG13 batteries. You can get those at the Dollar Tree. I know Amazon usually has them in a big pack of like 20. And they're really cheap batteries too, so you don't have to like spend an arm and a leg. So let's see here. Yeah, we've got the Bandai logo. Look at this gorgeous rainbow. I loved Super S and the Dream Arc so much because these gorgeous colors. These are the instructions for the stand. She comes with a clear stand, which we will put together in this video. And these are examples of some of the phrases we could expect Chibiusa to say if the batteries work. Not sure if she's going to talk or not, because, this did come out in 1995, but I do have some fresh batteries, just in case, so we shall see. Here's all the legal information back here and telephone numbers. They were really thorough back then. There's a nice picture, nice and sweet, of Super Sailor Chibi Moon. And there's a picture of her mom, Super Sailor Moon, right there. And another battery warning, just in case you missed the one on the back. And how to put the batteries in. And she's part of the Sailor Team line. Oh, and I love this. There's a Pegasus medallion here. Because, of course, she ends up with, in this season, she's with Helios, who in the anime turns into a Pegasus, and in the manga is accidentally fused with his pet Pegasus. Long story. So the fact that her boyfriend is the seal is really cute. And, oh yeah, always remember, I always try to show off the Toei sticker. I'm getting better at pronouncing that. I'm learning. This is the silver sticker there. And That's what she looks like. And now we're going to open this up. And since the sound of crinkling packaging is really loud in these videos, I'm going to do a jump cut. And we're going to jump to everything fresh out of the package. So 1 second. Okay, so it's going to take me another moment to get the packaging completely undone, because I wanted to show you guys she had extra twisty ties than what you normally see on these dolls. Like, if you're a Barbie collector, you're used to these, because these are always a part of Barbies, and the tape, and sometimes they sew the hair down, and thankfully they didn't do that to Chibiusa. She's been through enough. But Chibiusa has an extra thick twisty tie, which is easy to get through, but I wanted to show it because you don't typically see that in doll collecting. So I just thought that was interesting. And I also need to correct myself. I said she had a clear plastic stand. She has a super cute pink stand, and I'm going to love putting this together. So I'm halfway through with getting her out the box, and time for another jump cut. Okay, so I got the stand out so that everybody can see how cute this is. Nothing written on the bottom. And these are the parts that are going to hold her legs in. In Japan, a lot of dolls from Bandai and Takara, they typically come with these stands. And all you do is you just fit them together like that. And this is where the feet go. And then you put that onto the stand and you follow the pegs. And there we go. And that's cute. She's standing on a heart. Okay, next cut. So another thing I forgot to mention is that Japanese and Hong Kong and other Sailor Moon dolls from this time period that were sold throughout Asia, they usually come with sort of pseudo trading cards. Like, they're not complete trading cards because it's just regular tag board on the back. But the front usually has like some really nice art. Like, here's this cute picture of Chibiusa, and she's winking at us. And this is Chibiusa in her Super S school uniform. And then, of course, as you saw earlier, here's Super Sailor Chibi Moon. I love collecting these. I've got like a little baggie that has my Sailor Mars and my Sailor Mercury ones, and I just think they're really cute. I love collecting these. These are a nice find whenever you can find them. Next cut. Okay, so before I finish putting her costume together, I want to point something out. I've talked about this on the Codename Sailor Earth Facebook page a little bit. Now we're going to talk about it a little bit more at length. With older Sailor Moon dolls, and this is the same whether we're talking about the Japanese dolls or the North American dolls, a lot of them, they were given these little rubber bands, like what your newspaper comes to you in, to hold their hair together. Well, the problem with rubber bands is that they suck. Over time, they turn like poo-poo brown, and then they turn black, and if you're not careful, it can get stuck on the hair. Well, fortunately, Chibiusa does not have that problem, because I was able to get to that in time. So before the next part of the video, I real quick replaced the rubber bands with plastic ties, which I got from my local grocery store, and I gave her a quick hair brushing. No water or shampoo or anything, just regular brush with an old Barbie brush that I had. Now that she's like this too, let's look at some cool details that I didn't know she had. So for starters, she's got this ruby red crystal brooch. And that is really something else. And she's got a matching one on her uniform. Definitely more poppin' than the pink little buttons that they gave her in the anime. This is because in the manga, she's got gems on her costume. So they really paid attention to detail with her. Her collar, also shiny and sparkly, has her gold trim on there. Her entire costume is just so sparkly and pretty. Like, even the bodice is sparkly. I didn't know that. All these years of looking at her online, I never know how just gorgeous she is. And look at these tiny little hands. They're so tiny, and they're curved like she can hold stuff. It's so little. And she's got tiny little feet. This is something else, because, like, American Sailor Moon dolls usually have, like, these big clunking feet. And here, these are so tiny and cute. And she's got her underwear on. Even the underwear is shiny. Look at that. And look at that bow. Oh my goodness. Now that is the stuff of dreams. Very appropriate for this season. And then she's got her moon earrings. And she's got the crescent moon on her tiara. Same as her mom. She's got sweet pink, sort of peachy pink lipstick. Very anime-inspired eyes. Let's see, there's her other earring. Her hair's in the way, that's on me. Now here's another neat thing about her too. American Sailor Moon dolls usually have their collars, or their chokers I should say, already on, and it's like a little choker ribbon. They get little plastic ones in Japan, so you can put them on. Plastic's a little soft because of the warmth. There we go, through the magic of jump cuts. We've got her collar on, or her choker if you want to be show accurate. We've got her gloves on. They're so sparkly and cool. And her boots, pearlescent and beautiful. And she came with other accessories, so let's have a jump cut. Okay, so now we've got everything all together. Now, as you remember from her little trading card, usually Super Sailor Chibi Moon has these little white clips, which you could probably see if the camera would focus. There we go. Usually Super Sailor Chibi Moon has white clips in her hair from her mom, and obviously they're a little bit hard to put on a doll, so instead they gave us a little gold headband, and now her clips are in gold. And that's a pretty cool look, and it ties in with her bow. You might be wondering, too, how come she's got this gold ribbon on her bow? Well, the reason why is because the same time this doll was coming out, they were working on new costumes for the Sailor Moon musicals, which ran, I believe, twice a year in Japan at this point. And if you watch the Sailor Moon musical for Super S, which I believe, people on the internet are still calling it Sailor Mew, you'll see that Sailor Chibi Moon in the play has the same gold band. So it's a really nice little tie-in that they did there. Also, they wanted her to have like a freshly transformed look with lots of magic, so the gold just kind of adds to that. And remember I said she can hold stuff? Well, here she's holding her chime. This is the chime that she uses to call Pegasus with. And by the way, speaking of Pegasus, they put his coloring in the box, because these are the colors we usually see around Helios when he is in his Pegasus mode. So I thought that was a cool feature. Now, speaking of cool, it's time for what you've all been waiting for. Does she talk? Can she talk? Well, I gotta tell you something. The batteries have not been changed. I repeat, the batteries have not been changed since 1995. So, do the math. These batteries are like 25 years old. Let's see what batteries from 25 years ago can do. Moon Crisis Makeup. That is her transformation phrase. That's what Chibiusa screams when she turns into Super Sailor Chibi Moon. She yells Twinkle there. The full attack is Twinkle Yell. That's the phrase she uses when she's calling for Pegasus. In the name of the future moon, I will punish you. This is her battle cry. So yes, Chibiusa can talk. Now, one more interesting thing here. You remember I said earlier in this video that there were about 10 or so dolls in all with this special feature? Well, ta-da! You may remember her from my older videos. I've certainly shown her around on Facebook quite a bit. This is Sailor Mercury. Sailor Mercury is from the same line that gave us Super Sailor Chibi Moon. My mom got her for me a long time ago, and I just changed out her battery today for this video. Her batteries also had never been changed since 1995. So her batteries lasted 25 years, and I just today had to change them. Her transformation phrase, Mercury Star Power Makeup. Shine Aqua Illusion, her attack for the first part of the season. And there you have it. I am just so enamored. I never thought I was going to live this dream. And I can. I see her. I can. Oh my goodness. I want to thank Stacy Sparkles again for helping me realize a dream that I have had since I was 10 years old. I want to thank all of you for your support. And next video is going to be just as good. I'll see you guys soon.